Good morning, gamers. Bah. And that's my new Trove intro. Do you guys like it? What's up, Samurai? We are back against Trove. Yep, that's right. LUXION'S here again. I almost completely forgot. I was actually just setting up to do an early morning live stream before we get busy with Diablo 4 today. And then I realized, oh, wait a minute, LUXION'S here. So instead we're doing this video. I'm not saying I won't end up streaming stuff aside from this, but I wanted to double check on this guy. Yeah, okay, so if you guys didn't already know, Spilluri is here. In 3 days, or is it Spilluri or Splashonda? I think Splashonda is the newer one. And then in 3 days and 20 hours, at the time I'm recording this video, this guy's gonna swap out, hopefully for the last one that we need, and then we'll be able to get the Yabaski. Anyways, that's irrelevant to this guy right here, which... This is a very odd inventory. My God, it's expensive. This is a very odd inventory. It's not bad. 180 Tevs. You gave cotton candy away for free. What are you doing? What is this? What is this scam artist doing, dude? Ah, jeez. Okay, well, anyways, this is a scam this week. So wishful thinking, a trail of wishes strayed. This is a banner from an old event. That's it. It just visually, if I could ever see it on my guy, unfortunately my head aura is getting in the way. There we go. I mean, it's a cool enough banner. It's just, why, right? Like, I don't know why it's 25 dragon coins for that. Like, that just doesn't make any sense to me. But okay, whatever. And then there's the Inspector cardboard. This I do like just because of how stupid it is. This was, that's what I thought. This was a promo item. So I don't know how much LUXION is selling this for right now, but that means that this used to be for free. So LUXION is literally just reselling a bunch of items that he found on the ground a couple years ago for free, and he's just upscaling the price. Like, this is all a beginner's trap. There's some items in here that I can understand why the devs justify the price. Most of all, the Arcanium crawler, which we'll look at in a moment, but it's kind of stupid. So anyways, this is how kids used to, this is how we used to end up sledding down stuff back in the day, was you just use cardboard because why not? It was cheap. So then there's the Arcanium. So this one, the Arcanium crawler, I understand why they're charging so much for it, because normally the only way that you can obtain this mount is from the Steam store pack. I don't know if that still is the only way of obtaining it, but 100 dragon coins is still very, very steep for this guy. It does mean that people are going to sell it for an over amount of flux simply because of the fact that it's very expensive flux wise, or dragon coin wise, sorry. And then on top of that, obviously, the rarity of this, because normally you can only get it from the Steam store. If that's still the case, then that means this is pretty much the only way that you can end up getting this on consoles, as far as I know. But it's just a spider mount. He's all just steampunky and gold. I don't know. Kind of looks cool at this angle, but either way, gross that it's 100 dragon coins. Then there is also the Bone Throne. Now, this was from... Rare. Where was this from? I'm trying to remember, but it just, I completely forget where this is from, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it was just a Chaos Chest item. Oh my God. Well, that makes sense because, yeah, where you ended up getting this, I know that it was difficult. I forget where. But the funny thing is that they had this mount, which is kind of like the whole neon blue theme, right? And then there was actually another one that was very, very similar to this that was all red themed fire. And they had like both of them either going at the same time or they came out of the Chaos Chest or something. I don't entirely remember, but I'm not the biggest fan of this because you can see that the fire V effects on the ground don't dissipate when we end up going into the air, which doesn't make any sense to my brain. Either way, people are selling this one like hotcakes, so there you go. And then there is cotton candy, which again, this is normally an ally you get for free, at least on console anyway. I think you get it for free on Steam now too. You just gotta connect your glyph account or something. But either way, it gets 50 Magic Find, which used to be good back in the day. This was the Magic Find ally, not anymore. 180 Dragon Coins. Yeah, people are going to try and sell this for a lot, but nobody actually wants this. If somebody actually buys this, I will honestly be surprised. You can already see someone, just as a sick joke, is selling 10 of them because literally, like, people just have these. I used to have these as well, but I gave them away years ago because this ally is irrelevant. But either way, it's going to end up being this little guy right here. I mean, it is a pink little unicorn, so maybe that's why people would want it. I don't know. Maybe there's some weird secret why people are going crazy for this. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. But anyways, I think that this is a scam. I mean, outside of the Arcanium is the only one where I would say I could understand the value to it. The Bones Throne, I've never liked this mount, even though it was actually quite popular back in the day. So I kind of understand why people are selling that for a lot. So then there's the style stashes. So the way that this works is in the style section, you know, there's hats, weapons, so on and so forth, and all these different categories. So the Luxion style stash will unlock a random seasonal event pinata or Luxion equipment style, which will quite literally just be like, oh, a summer style, 1 mastery, big deal, you know. 10 Metamatter, cool. 25 Dragon Coins each, not cool. Very overpriced. The only people that might go for this are those of you that are still doing the Geode Caves update, you know, from years and years and years ago, or sorry, right here at the Geode Sanctuary. Otherwise, unfortunately, Metamatter is just a very, very difficult resource to obtain. It's very, very time gated, and generally speaking, you don't have much of a method of farming it, which makes Geode Mastery very tedious. And, you know, that's exactly why Luxion can get away with selling Metamatter for this price. But I still just, I don't know if I ever bought Metamatter from him because I always had other methods. But anyways, then there's the Golden Hoard Dragon Soul. So in the Dragon section, you'll notice that there's these Dragon Badges. You can get tons and tons and tons and tons of mastery out of this, as well as the stats for Luxion, which is going to be 1,000 max health, 0.5% crit hit, crit damage goes up, 5% crit damage, 250 damage, and 100 magic find. I like that it's just raw damage instead of physical or magical, so that's nice. But the thing is that you'll only be able to buy 15 of these per Luxion's visit. And obviously he's on a bi-weekly schedule, which means next week's Caruxian, the week after that is Luxion. So it's going to take you a while to be able to get the fully maxed out dragon. Now, I'll kind of go through all of these for you guys, just because. So here's the one that I always refer to as the cookie cutter dragon, because it doesn't really do anything other than just look stupid. Then this is the next form, which is able to fly. And the only reason I'm not showing what these look like animating is because I'm too lazy to open my collections menu. And then this is going to end up being the fully maxed out dragon, which can not only fly, but also shoots fireballs. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks for watching, gamers. Hope you enjoyed today's video. I know it was just Luxion, so it's not that big of a deal, but hey, whatever. You should be staying tuned to my YouTube shorts, by the way. If you haven't caught, I've been doing like, oh, here's this week's Chaos Chest ally and stuff like that, and you know, just kind of the shorter videos that I don't really deem worthy enough to end up making a full-fledged content video. I'm doing those as shorts, which I probably shouldn't do, arguably, because I don't know if there's any way that you can search on YouTube for shorts. I don't know. Like, the thing is, back in the day, I liked doing all of the Chaos Chest items so that people could always find, like, every single one of them. It's kind of a long laundry list that I want to slowly do over time, where I would end up adding, like, each of these individual, like, costumes and allies out of the store. And mounts and stuff like that, just so that there would be a, you know, a way of seeing all of them, because you can see all of those on the channel, but they're very scattered and sporadic. With a YouTube short, I could just do it as like a one-off thing, but I'm not saying I'm doing that anytime soon. I'm just saying that's the plan. Anyways, I'll see you guys at 9 a.m. Pacific time for the Diablo 4 servers to crash over and over again during the beta.